神秘を解き明かす。
Happy holidays, everyone. I've long seen Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence as a touchstone piece in contemporary Japanese music. This video, the video that probably turned you onto my channel in the first place, uses it as a backbone to make observations about common chord progressions in modern Japanese music. I'd say that if there's one piece that does all the classic things that establish this style, it's this one. There's honestly enough stuff in it for us to revisit the song every Christmas. This time, I'd like to revisit the iconic song together, but from a slightly different angle. The piano arrangement by the Korean pianist Pidalso. Let's look at 3 additions that Pidalso made to the piece that really caught my ear. Intro, Quratal Voicing. Pidalso starts off the song by making what I would say is a fairly clear reference to Hisaishi's One Summer Day. If we transpose the One Summer Day intro into the same key, we can hear just how similar the chords are. Pete also continues to use voicings based on fourth stacks for the rest of the intro. Bar 3 has a stack of 2 perfect fourths, C, F, B flat, and the right hand on bar 11, which we'll look at in the next section, is built on 1 perfect fourth from A flat to D flat, and then another from E flat to A flat. Now, they're not these big perfect fourth stacks like the last 2 chords of One Summer Day, but still clearly utilizing some similar ideas about chord voicing. Further back, one could argue that Hisaishi is referencing Impressionist piano works that use chordal harmony. For example, Les Filles des Étoiles by Erik Satie. Intro, circle of fifths gesture. What happens next in the intro to this rendition of Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence is what I call a circle of fifths gesture. What I mean by that is that we're sequencing more or less the same Lydian flavor chord by following the circle of fifths counterclockwise. The chord names get a bit tricky because we're starting the sequence off in the key of D flat and adding more flats, but if properly named, it technically goes C flat major 7 sharp 11, F flat major 7 sharp 11, B double flat major 7 sharp 11. As I was referencing in the previous section, the right hand of this chord could be seen as a chordal shape. If those note names just sound crazy to you, don't worry, because this is kind of a nitpicky theory thing. I'm just having a bit of a music teacher moment here. If we want to name the chords like normal people, they go B major 7 sharp 11, E major 7 sharp 11, A major 7 sharp 11. A borrowed chord in the C section. The last thing that stuck out to me was something that Pete also did in the C section of this song. It's really meant to be sort of an easy listening piano arrangement, so there are earlier parts where some of the dissonance of Sakamoto's original piece is removed. But here, Pete also actually added a moment of dissonance that wasn't there in the original by using a borrowed chord. Let's have a listen. So what's interesting about this F minor chord here is that even though an F minor triad fits into the key of D flat as the 3 chord, it's extended in a way that no longer fits into D flat. The 9th of the chord is a G natural instead of a G flat. So we could see it as a 3 Aeolian chord borrowed from D flat Lydian, or technically as a 3 Dorian chord from D flat Locrian, but that seems pretty unlikely. But this isn't just an F minor 9 chord, it's an F minor 11 chord, and a cluster voicing of that chord that Sakamoto actually liked to use a lot. I think this is part of why the choice is so appropriate as an edit to the song. So those are the main things I notice about Pidalso's take on Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence. It's very worthwhile studying great works like this because when we do, we simultaneously understand several other pieces that use similar ideas. As my most popular video on this channel explores, you could see a large portion of anime opening themes, for example, as a reinterpretation of the ideas in Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence. If you have solid Japanese and want to learn about the piece from Sensei himself, be sure to check out this lecture Sakamoto made about Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence, as part of his Scola series. It helped me to turn on the Japanese subtitles actually, so that I could read the characters and look up any words that I didn't know. And with that, I'm signing off for the year. It's been lovely teaching you in 2023, and I look forward to learning even more together in 2024. Until then, Merry Christmas and じゃあね.